Today is day 6 of the Valorant Lock-In Tournament, and we have 2 matches for today, NRG vs Loud and DRX vs Talon. Our first matchup is NRG vs Loud, and even though a few players are missing, the core players of Optic and Loud from last year are still here, so hopefully this great rivalry will continue. The maps for this series are Split for NRG, Pearl for Loud, and then Fracture as the decider. Loud are running the same team comp as their last time playing Split, while NRG have a pretty standard comp, although it is interesting that Crashies is on the Killjoy and Artis is on the KO. For Split, Loud just constantly looks better, so I guess take a look at the final round.
Look at the mini-map back in that round. As soon as Artis gets that kill, they send 3 people barreling towards him.
Oh, Sadak unleashing, and well, didn't go to plan.
Is that a trade?
Hey, you know what, we'll call it that. And well, we'll call this round done, because Tui's has got 3 on for the hat trick, doesn't get the 4th, and Crashies. Have you got it in you? This corner. Creeping closer to players, Crashies turns! And Loud are there! It's map 1! Locked in for Loud! NRG falling to pieces!
I don't think anyone saw Loud winning NRG's map pick this dominantly. Not sure what exactly went wrong for NRG, a lot of their shots just weren't hitting, but this map at least certainly wasn't the grand matchup we were expecting. Now on to Pearl for map 2, Loud are obviously sticking with their harbor, but NRG actually have one as well, so we're seeing more and more teams go for that pick on this map. Also worth noting, Loud have a Jet, while NRG have a Raze. This Pearl was an insanely good map of Valorant. There are a lot of highlights to show, but I'll just focus on the last few rounds.
Crashies eliminated, now they have to respect these ults, and now play begins again. FNS finds it, Less is gone, 4 standing for NRG, and now Aspas, Sadak and Tuis, what are you going to do about this one? Som's on the spike, and now FNS finds Aspas, Tuis, he's still firing off, oh my god, Som tries to hold it, and he's still doing what he can, Sadak! It's going to be OT, 12 apiece! Karazin slowed down, Sadak trying to clear towards the back of the site, and does find Som. That's the first bit of damage achieved, and now he looks with the tap on the spike. Next victim, FNS! Karazin and Sadak, they're just heating up. He's pushing the wall. He's getting so close. And Tuis is not stopping. They've got to try and get past the wall, and it's going to be Loud. Surely, oh my god, Artis!
He didn't get the kill!
He could not connect. It's 13 for Loud.
To sell this fake.
Well,
Karazin found one. Victor will fall.
but do they check? Do they check on Artis? They absolutely don't. It's 1. He's seen a second. He knows he's got a second here. But those seconds are dwindling, and he's got to make. Oh, Artis! The myth himself is coming alive, but Sadak wants to deny it. Quell that pressure. Oh my God! You cannot turn your back on Artis here. It's a 3v2. Less than Sadak. 12 seconds. Time is fading in front of them. 10 seconds now left. He's got another, and now a 1v2. Crashies and FNS up against the man himself, Sadak. He spots 1. It ain't enough. NRG carry on the series. It has to be everything, and FNS sends him away. Less than Tuis, but Victor, oh, it's perfect. And we have to go the distance. Surely Tuis trying everything he can. He's got so much more work to do, and it ain't gonna happen. This game demanded it. It deserved a 3rd, and we're going the distance.
So NRG really bounced back on Pearl and just barely managed to take it. They were up 11-5 at one point, and Loud managed to bring it to overtime, but ultimately NRG took the map, and now we're headed to Fracture for map 3. Finally, we have Fracture for map 3 and 2 fairly standard team comps. NRG opt for a Cypher and Jet, while Loud go for a Killjoy and Raze. Fracture ended up being one of the greatest maps of Valorant I've ever seen live. Once again, there were just so many different plays and highlights. Take a look at some of the last rounds.
How much can one man do? Oh my god, maybe just enough to spray. He's praying for it. He's not going to get it. Artis answers. And now the 4v4. Smoke in towards Sand, and they're going to try and burst towards this. Ult goes in. Going to keep him humbled. FNS holding them back here. Sadak goes down. The trade comes out. The spike now left loose on the ground. It ain't out of the woods just yet. A 3v3. FNS. It's time. And the ult going to come up for the back of it too. He's just poured so many problems in for Loud. In a 2v3. They've got to put everything into this or it's done for. Karazin, he's trying so hard for his side. And the 1v1, FNS. Oh my god! Karazin keeping hope alive for Loud.
What a round!
She's fine, Sadak. This is a bit of a problem. It's a 4v3.
Karazin?
What?
Oh my god!
How did he get 2 there? He's made it possible. It's a 2v2. Now, and that time slipping away. They've got to get a move on. And the swing, the double swing is perfect. Oh my god, this game! It refuses to end. And surrounded, and the firing squad is called upon. It's Aspascon. Oh, the follow-up flash is gorgeous. Good trade, but the numbers so favorable to NRG. This should be 16. Should be taking the lead. Les doesn't like that narrative. Oh my god, he's making damn good. Oh my god, oh my god, what on earth is going on? FNS, breathe a sigh of relief. Still Tui's.
Got the spike.
40 seconds still as well. Tui's, hold your breath, try and make that cross.
Oh my god! He's so aware!
Out of nowhere from Tui's, and now a 1v1 and FNS is 4 HP. For the right place at the right time. FNS, get your gun out.
Oh
Tui's!
my word! One of these rounds! Peel away.
He does. Now it's meant to be a big factor here. Sadek though, isolating Victor towards CT is massive. It opens up a way back in. Artist tries to give himself a little bit of a one-way to play with, but it's Som who's going to benefit as well. Less. Ooh, the timing! Crashies finds Sadek, and maybe it's all but done! Crashies and FNS, the last two alive! And they've got their work cut out to say the least. FNS, the timing ain't there, and it's over!
My god!
Loud! And poured their hearts and souls into this game!
In a crazy series, Loud take Fracture 18-16, and at points it just felt like this map was never going to end. Artis and Aspas were just going back and forth on the jets, and it's wild that the series came this far after what happened on map 1. So that means NRG are eliminated from lock-in, while Loud qualified the playoffs. Now our second match for today is DRX vs Talon, and DRX were definitely the favourite going into this one. The maps for this series are Fracture for Talon, Ascent for DRX, and then Icebox as the decider. Taking a look at the team comps for Fracture, and I'm honestly not a fan of what DRX are running. The Viper and Omen rather than Brimstone is one thing, but they also have no Breach, which is an interesting pick to say the least. For Fracture, take a look at this round and how good the fake with the Killjoy ult is.
I think it's fair to say Talon can take it where they want to, and where they want to go is onto the B side. Lockdown comes into play.
They have to move.
There's nothing you can do to counter this.
It's a bait play. It's a bait play. They're trying to go back to the A side, but once again, DRX haven't moved all of their players. Marco, he started to move, and he's going to go down for it. Cruz was none the wiser that he was even there. The thing is, though, this will allow for the rotation. They've spotted that cross, and Zest has gone through. He's trying to get into the site as quickly as possible, knowing that their afterplant has been sublime. But it's even better for Talon when they try to fight them.
Talon actually ended up taking Fracture, which even though it was their map pick, I don't think many people expected. Garnet's looked insane on the Neon, and it's crazy because he's actually a sub for this team, he's subbing in for another player, and is still performing really well. Now we're on to Ascent for map 2. Talon have a normal comp, whereas once again, DRX go for their triple initiator with no sentinel. For Ascent, take a look at this pistol round, which set DRX up to win 6 more rounds in a row.
They might not be ready for this pace. I mean, this is so quick. They're already flashing into the site on the reload. And Zest, okay, does well divide praise. He's still going as well. 18 health. And he's trying to hold the site while his teammates sprint from the other side of the map. Any damage here would be massive. And now he's got some support, but Foxy's found a kill from the connector with him on 18. This is getting very dangerous. Shock Dart goes through. It might be perfect. Zest has got 4 already. 1 more to seal this round for DRX.
Cat and mouse, and he's looked away as Foxy starts to make his way forward in towards the site, just 18 HP, and I don't know if you'll expect him to be here!
So DRX take Ascent 13-6. It's always been one of their better maps, and this was no different. Zest winning that pistol round was massive, and Marco was at his best as usual. Now on to Icebox for map 3, and we actually have a mirror matchup, both teams running the Harbor, which we love to see. For Icebox, take a look at this round from Buzz.
Foxy almost seems to be waiting for him. They know that he loves to go for these lineups. It's genius. He played this so deep in the last round that instead they just get rid of him. Now this afterplan is hella weak in comparison to what we've seen prior.
Oh, what an incredible read. Honestly, he doesn't even second guess himself for a second to fight on site. Buzz does so well to get 2. The gap in that wall, everything. And he'll even snipe Garnets out of the sky. Anti-air defense for him. And with Foxy, the last remaining player, Buzz uses that to pad the stats a little more.
So DRX end up taking Icebox 13-10. Talon put up a fight, but it was always going to be tough going up against such a good team. They made it close though, and I think still impressed a lot of people, Talon are definitely a team to keep an eye on in future. So that means Talon are eliminated from lock-in while DRX qualify to playoffs, and eventually will verse Loud, although that match isn't for I think nearly 2 weeks or so. We have a break for a few days before the Omega bracket starts up, so I'll see you all then.